Gagawa tayo ngayon ng very basic chicken tocino. Okay. Lalagyan ko na ganito yung wok ko para walang pupuntang hair sa ating lulutuhin. Okay. First thing we need to do, chicken tocino po ito, and gagawa natin na simple lang. Kung ano yung makikita nyo, pwede nyo gawin. There are no surprises. Kasi most of the time, pag gumagawa ako ng pagluluto from the other websites, ang nangyayari, even though I try to follow it, like step 1 to step 10, it will still not come out like how they show them, the end result. But this time, I'm gonna show you step by step. It's really very simple. Na pwede nyong ihanda sa, for your husband, for your kids. So, we're going to do a chicken tocino. See, I have here chicken thigh. Yung isang ganito lang na balot, isang maliit na balot. We have you see, we have the sugar cane here. You can either use brown sugar or just this sugar cane. Okay, this is kind of like a white sugar, but hindi yung masyadong overly processed. Okay. So, I will also use coarse salt. Kahit anong salt pwede nyo gamitin, but I prefer the coarse salt. Sea salt. I can either use yung coarse, or I can use yung fine. But it's still going to be sea salt. Okay. I'm also going to use yung annatto powder. What is annatto powder sa Tagalog? Aswete. Aswete po. And para maging may tart ng konti yung ating tocino is we're gonna use lemon. Hindi lang para sa taste niya, it's also for its preservative quality. Okay, we're also going to use garlic. Ang amount of garlic na gagamitin sa paggawa ng tocino, it depends on how much you like your garlic. I like my garlic, so I will be using a lot. Optional din po ito. But I would really recommend to use a garlic. But even if you don't like garlic, probably use a tatlong cloves. Okay. So again, this is what we have. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this meat. There are ways to wash the meat. You can wash it with just plain water and a little bit of vinegar. Nang sa ganon is ma-remove kung anumang bacteria ang nasa ibabaw ng inyong chicken. So, let's wash our chicken. You can also rub it with salt. Okay. Yan step by step po talaga, step by step. Hopefully, it will not take us long. Don't get bored. Right, so then, wash this, drain it. You want it really drained. Yan. So, okay, now, i-debone natin ang chicken thigh. The reason why I choose chicken thigh is because hindi siya magiging matigas pag maluluto na siya. Okay? So, let's start deboning. So, you get your good knife. Yeah? And then, you see this? This is the bone. Okay? This is the bone of the thigh ng chicken. Gumawa lang kayo ng maliit na slit. I-follow nyo lang yung bone. I-curve nyo yung knife. Follow the structure of the bone. Yeah? And then, ayan, debone na po siya. So, what I do with the bones, I save them kasi may mga laman-laman po yan. And when I make pancit, I will just keep boiling and boiling and boiling them. Yung mga bones na to, and you can have a very nice chicken broth that you can use in making your pancit. Okay, so what you do with this, napapansin nyo makapal. Oh, for those that are healthy fanatic talaga, you can also remove the skin if you don't want the skin. This is easy to remove, but I don't want to remove it because you'll see later I will use the fat to cook the chicken tocino. Now, you don't want it very thick. You don't want your tocino very thick. So what you're going to do, you're going to thin it out. Look. You're just going to have to thin out yung pinakamakapal na part ng chicken. There you go. And go to the other side. Okay. So, gonna do that. Now, see, this is already thin enough. Now, what do you want to do? It's still thick. Lalo na pag you don't have enough days to marinate. Let's say you only have a couple of hours to marinate. So then, what you're going to do para papasok yung mga lasa ng mga ingredients na ilalagay mo, look at my knife. This is the sharp part of the knife. Now, the dull side of the knife, you can use this. So, you just go around it. See? This is to make the chicken more thinner. Or you can use a pounder. But if you don't want to wash a lot of stuff, and especially if you don't have a meat pounder, you just have to use what you have, which is your knife. So you just have to do like this. Again, use the dull side of the knife. There you go. Okay? So we have one here. Let me get a paper towel. Wipe that off. Alright. So, let's do that. Let's try one more. Just to show you how to debone a chicken. Again, see, if this is your chicken thigh, you find the bone right there in the middle. You make a slit alongside the bone, and then you curve your knife under the bone. See? Just keep curving that knife. Just be careful na malayo yung daliri mo sa knife. You don't have to be perfect in removing all the meat from the bones. Again, like I said, you can use the bones because you can just boil them all, and then you can flake the meat off the bones, and you can use it in making chicken soup, chicken noodle soup, pancit, whatever. So, you have the thick part, you slice it. Yan, para ninipis siya. Be careful not to cut all the way. I mean, you can if you want to make the meat shorter, but you can also leave it like this. Okay. Again, see? If there is part of the meat na makapal, of the flesh na makapal, just continue to slice some more. Panipisin lang siya. Use the dull side of your knife. Just be careful, you have to hold properly your knife. Nang sa ganun, hindi mo siya mapitawan. Okay? The purpose of this is to make the meat thinner, and sa ganun, pumasok yung mga ingredients na ilalagay mo. And especially if you don't have enough days, like 24 hours to marinate. Let's say you only have, in the afternoon, your kids want to eat chicken tocino, and it's 4 o'clock, and your dinner at 7, you can do this. For a couple of hours, marinate. It's masarap na siya. Okay, so just keep chopping using the dull side. There you go. Okay, so now let's just do this too for now, for the sake of demonstration. Okay, so you can wipe it with paper towel if you want it like really dry, if you didn't have time to drain your chicken. Okay, now and then I'm gonna show you how to make use of just one utensil. Let's say you want your garlic, and again, it depends on how much garlic you want. I want a lot of garlic. Okay, so even though I have the mortar and pestle right here with me, I'm not gonna use that. Let's pretend you don't have this in the house. So I'm gonna use what you have in the house. Okay, let's gonna use what you have in the house. Right, so this is what you're gonna do. Let's say these 2 pieces of chicken thigh. I love garlic, so let's say I'm gonna use 4. Okay, so what you have, this is what you're gonna do. If you don't have a mortar and pestle or anything to, you can just use this. There you go. Okay, you just have to remove the balat ng bawang. It's going to be very garlicky, which I like. Okay? Then, tanggalin mo lang yung mga matigas na part ng bawang. Alright? And then, you try na pinuhin siya as pino as you can. Okay, so you can do that. Safer for you. Can show. Ang aturo nila sa cooking school, you're supposed to do like this. But do however is much comfortable for you. Don't follow yung mga nakikita niyo sa TV because they're already an expert. Do however you are comfortable and easier for you. Okay, ngayon, now you see this is really finely chopped. So, I'm gonna take all this. I would say na 1 thigh is to 1 piece of garlic. But, again, like I said, I like a lot of garlic, so I'm using this. Okay, so I have there my garlic. Now, you can use coarse salt. Again, it depends on how much salt do you use. It's up to you. There's no set, like you're supposed to have 1 spoon, teaspoon, no. It's no set. It's up to you how you like your meat. You want a little bit salt in, put more salt. You don't want that much salt, then put a little bit of salt. So, in this, just 2 pieces, I would just probably, if it's me, I'm just gonna probably just put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And this is your annattos powder. Ito yung powder ng aswete. Para siya yung nagpapakulay. Nakikita nyo bakit yung nabibili nyo from the store is orange red is because of the aswete. Look. See? That's what it does. Now, sugar. You can either come close. This is the cane sugar. Okay, it's not overly processed. You can either use this or your brown sugar. But the problem with the brown sugar is, pag matagal mo na siyang binababad, it may turn into like more sour than this one. So, I will use this. This is a 1 cup spoon. 1 cup measurement. But with this, just 2, I'm just gonna use like a less than 1/2 of the sugar, because I don't want it to, or you can use just 1/4 cup of sugar with this. Okay, before I mix, I'm gonna use my lemon. Okay, with just this, I'm probably just going to use 1/4 of the lemon. I don't have any, tatanggalin ko muna yung buto ha. Tatanggalin ko yung buto. Pag may buto, ibig sabihin, hindi siya GMO. It's not genetically modified lemon, so it means to say it's a real lemon. So you don't have any lemon squeezer. Let's say it's too large for you to squeeze with just right hand. You just have to use your knife. There. Okay, just use your knife. We're just only using 1 kitchen apparatus here, and that is your knife. Boom. So just use 1/4 of this very large lemon. Okay, meron pang buto. Ito na siya, oh. So, all your ingredients are here. Now, if you want to have a twist, in your chicken tocino, you can also put pineapple juice. A little bit of pineapple juice or pineapple crush, at isasama mo yun sa marinade mo nang sa ngayon magkaroon ng twist yung lasa ng chicken tocino mo. Okay? So, sa mga from the Pampanga part, they like their tocino very sweet. So, probably in this, they probably use 1 whole cup of brown sugar or white sugar. We only use here 1/4. So, we're like really going to mash it. Mix, 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 really. And the color of your chicken tocino, it depends on how much aswete you put. Because we didn't put a lot, so ganyan yung kulay niya. Okay, so if you want more colorful tocino, so you want to put more aswete powder. You can buy aswete powder in any Asian supermarket. You can buy it from Amazon. There. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I made one already, so I'll show you what I have. That's already been marinated for a couple of hours. Alright, let's do this. See this. See? This has been marinated already. Ah, smells so good. Okay. And ganyan lang po siya kasimple. Now, let's try to cook this so I can show you how to cook this. Okay? So, follow me. And let's bring our pan. Okay, here's your pan. In the fire, bring your tocino here. This has been 2 hours already marinated. See, this is what I do. Okay, we turn on fire. Kahit hindi mo na ilalagay yung mga, tanggalin mo na yung mga bawang para hindi siya masusunog. Okay, so this is the side na may skin. Because the fat that will come off the skin will be the one to cook the chicken tocino. And hindi natin kailangan lagyan ng mantika. If we are doing pork tocino, that's totally different because the pork has its own fat. But this one, chicken, if you remove the skin, wala na siyang fat. So, I will put the one with skin. Siya yung nandun sa part ng kawali. Okay, there you go. See, it's the same like two, what do you call this? Dalawang chicken thigh. Now, okay. Para lang sa ganon, to make sure for you to be able to cook your tocino or your meat or any meat at all, you have to use water. Huwag mong diretso na iluto sa pamamagitan ng oil. You see this one? I will cook the chicken tocino with water. Okay? The amount of water is just enough para masubmerge yung chicken mo. Not too much, not too little, but just enough na masubmerge yung chicken mo. And the water will cook the chicken until the water will evaporate, and then magiging fats lang siya in a little bit. Okay? So we can pause and we come back when the water is already about to evaporate. Okay. We'll be back.